How to solve sample problem 4b, page 86. Here is a problem. We have a 0.05 kilogram aluminum bolt that is heated to an unknown temperature. Then, this hot bolt is dropped into a container with 0.15 kilograms of water. The starting temperature of the water is 21 degrees Celsius. After some time, the metal and the water reach the same final temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. The problem also gives us the specific heat capacity of aluminum, which is 899 joules per kilogram per degree Celsius. Our job is to find the starting temperature of the metal before it was put in the water. Now, let's start solving the problem. First, we will write down all the given information. To keep everything clear, we can make a simple table. On one side, we write details about the metal, and on the other side, we write details about the water. This makes it easier to see what we know and what we need to find. Now, let's think about the temperature change of the metal. The temperature change is found by subtracting the starting temperature from the final temperature. In this case, we already know the final temperature, but we don't know the starting temperature of the metal. To find it, we can change the equation so that the starting temperature of the metal is equal to the final temperature minus the temperature change. But right now, we don't know how much the metal's temperature changed, so we need to find that first. What do we do next? We know that the hot metal was put into the cooler water. When this happens, the metal gives heat to the water. The metal loses heat, and the water gains heat until they reach the same temperature. One important rule in science says that the heat lost by the metal is the same as the heat gained by the water. This helps us make an equation to find the missing temperature change of the metal. To do this, we divide both sides of the equation by the specific heat capacity and mass of the metal. This way, the temperature change of the metal will be left alone in the equation. Now, we have a formula, but there is one more problem. We still don't know the temperature change of the water, so we need to find that first. Finding the temperature change of the water. To find out how much the water's temperature changed, we subtract its starting temperature from the final temperature. The final temperature of the water is 25 degrees Celsius, and the starting temperature is 21 degrees Celsius. So the water's temperature change is 4 degrees Celsius. Now that we have this number, we can use it to find the temperature change of the metal. Now, let's calculate the temperature change of the metal. We put all the given values into our formula. The specific heat capacity of water is 4,186 joules. The mass of the water is 0.15 kilograms. The temperature change of the water is 4 degrees Celsius. Now, we multiply these values together. Next, we divide this by the specific heat capacity and mass of the metal. The result is 55.87 degrees Celsius. Since the metal is losing heat, this number is negative. Now, we can find the starting temperature of the metal. To do this, we take the final temperature and subtract the temperature change of the metal. But remember, the temperature change is negative, so subtracting a negative number is the same as adding. We take 25 degrees Celsius and add 55.87 degrees Celsius. The answer is 80.87 degrees Celsius. Final answer, the starting temperature of the metal was 80.87 degrees Celsius before it was placed in the water. Now, we have solved the problem.